Hello everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, and I decided to chill next to this Eepy Chocobo because it's really cute. So first of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that has left me comments. There's only been a couple of you, but I do really appreciate it. Also, I need to correct myself because my friend Marissa was like, you got something wrong in your last video. She didn't say it like that, but guild tests. I guess there is a lot that you can unlock. You have to do one, and then as they go up in levels, but essentially they are tutorials. So I was right in saying that they are tutorials. I was wrong in saying that there's just one, and I told her I would correct it in the next video. I honestly forget she watches them, and I'll be like, I'll contact her in the morning and I'll be like, oh my gosh, so last night in my video, I met this character. She's like, yeah, I know, the Lalafell or something, and I'll be like, oh, you watched it. And she was like, yeah, duh. Like, why wouldn't I? So I'm very thankful to have a very supportive bestie. But then I get embarrassed because I'm like, I said a lot of stupid stuff. What's up, Foofaloopa? I salute you, honored friend. As acting captain, I would be much obliged if you would grant me a personal request. In our efforts to ascertain the full extent of the former captain's corruption, we have been poring over his personal correspondence. Our search unearthed this sealed letter addressed to one man named Owen. Owen boy. Anyways, but he is one of the Sultan's sworn elite. I can think of no reason why he should have any dealings with Baldwin. We now know that the former captain was consorting with a coalition of criminals. Could it be that Owen was too? I mean, it's possible. This letter may well serve as evidence of their collusion, and so I dare not tamper with it myself. But given the events of recent days, I knew not of whom to trust with this information until now. I have chosen you, Sam. Pray bear the letter to Mistress Momodi of the Quicksand, and relay the current circumstances of its discovery. I can't read. Not only is she a staunch supporter of the Sultana, but she is well acquainted with the Sultan's sworn. She'll know how best to proceed. Yeah. Well, I'm returning, because I'm lazy, and I'm not running all that way. You can't make me, you're not my real mom. So. Okay. I'm still salty, we can't do the Rising right now. Also, look at, oh man, those two characters that passed by, they were so cute. I love a good glam, and already I'm thinking of oh, what will this character wear? Obviously I want to keep her in authentic clothes to her leveling, but at the same time I'm like, oh man, what if I bought her an outfit, or what if a fan bought her an outfit? And it's just I don't know, cute glams, man, can't help it. Fashion is the end game in Final Fantasy XIV, and you can't tell me otherwise. Hey, Momodi. Oh, Sam, it's been too long. Ma'am, it's been a day. Dodanin tells me that you've been keeping busy in Horizon. I want you to know that I'm grateful for everything you've done for the people of Ul'dah. Even though you've seen the seedier side of our city, you've continued to help the fellow man. Believe me, the folk around here will love you for it. What's this? You look like you have something to say. No, nothing to say, but I do have a letter. So that's what this is all about. Foofaloopa's thinking Owen might have been in league with Baldwin, that this letter could be proof of something shady. Yeah, that basically sums it up. Well, he needn't worry. Owen's as loyal a Sultan sworn as I've ever known. I haven't the foggiest what this says, but... Wait a minute, wasn't Owen the one who... Oh, hells, I've got a bad feeling about this. Listen, Sam, I think I know what this is all about, but I need you to swear to keep it quiet. If you'd rather wash your hands of this business, I won't hold it against you, but if you're determined to see it through to the bitter end, say the word and I'll explain. I guess I don't really have a choice. I'm paying for this subscription and must continue with this story, Momodi. Level 19 already. Whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Can I count on your discretion, Sam? If so, then listen closely. Oh, that's right. Now we get the ring. The ring. Also, I'm sorry if my cursor bothers you. I'm just, yeah. The outside world believes Ul'dah to be a sultanate, ruled by Sultana Nanamo Ulnamo. Truth is, though, it's the 6 wealthiest citizens that hold the most sway, the syndicate. Be that as it may, the Sultana still got the support of the people. But she might struggle to keep even that if a certain incident becomes public knowledge. It pains me to say it, but Her Grace's crown, the symbol of the royal dynasty, has been stolen. And Owen's the Sultan sworn, who was charged with guarding it that night. Blah, 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 blah. I'd bet anything that this letter was written by the bastards who made off with the crown. It can't be a coincidence that a man we know to have been fraternizing with thieves had a letter for Owen of all people, at this of all times. You need to take this to the man himself, Sam. Tell him Momodi sent you, and that it concerns a lost heirloom. Sure. If it looks as though the fellow needs help, I want you to lend it to him. The future of our fair city may depend upon it. I mean, alright. Why not? Okay. So, Owen, I believe, is up near the royal chamber. And so, I'm gonna go to the Aethernet. And, yep, Hustings Strip. And he is right here at, near the Alchemist Guild. Oh yeah, there's a little closet. He's hiding in the closet. We gotta go find him. Sultan Sword Elite. The heart of the Sworn lies beyond. State your business. Pardon? Did you say a lost heirloom? Proceed. Yeah, I'll go in. Whoa, look at all these people. They're so fancy. Hey, Owen. Well met, adventurer. What business brings you here this day? A letter. Very well, let's see it. Here you go. I like his eyes. Have you read this, adventurer? No, because it's none of my business. I see, but you have some inkling to its contents, I think. Yeah, I kind of just helped murder, one of the dudes, or, kind of, I beat him up real bad. Mistress Momodi has doubtless explained to you the significance of the crown, and what its loss could mean for Her Grace, the Sultana. This theft shames the Sultan Sworn, and me most of all. The blame is mine, you see. I grew lax in my duties, and in a moment of carelessness... No, it will do no good to recount the tale now. Since the hour of the theft, we've searched frantically for any signs of any whispers as to the whereabouts of the crown. We have found nothing. The identity of the thieves and their motives seemed fated to remain a mystery until you arrived, bearing this ransom note. In it, the criminals state their price for the return of Her Grace's crown. And though it pains me to say it, I fear I have no choice but to acquiesce to their demands. Too much is at stake to do otherwise. The crown symbolizes Her Grace's birthright, and identifies her as the custodian of the Ool legacy. It must be recovered. I will travel to the unholy heir and pay them their ransom. Though I am not foolish enough to meet these men alone, as they stipulate, I dare not bring a host of my comrades lest the thieves take fright. Friend, would you consent to be present for the exchange? Mistress Momodi has always spoken of you in the most glowing terms, and I have never yet had reason to question her judgment. On behalf of all those still loyal to the Sultana, I beseech you, help us in our hour of need. Okay. Alright, so now we leave. And I believe we have to go to Central Thanalan because the unholy heir, I believe, is the Sultan tree. I could be wrong, though. No, it's right there. But it's not the Sultan tree, I don't think. Doesn't look like it. So what is it? What is the unholy heir? It says it's past Blackbrush Station. Oh well. I could have just gotten a Chocobo border to Blackbrush, but we'll be fine. I'm not skipping leg day today. I mean, eventually I'll get to use my cool motorcycle, but for now, I'm just going to be walking. But yeah, I am really glad. It seems that people really like this series, and I'm really happy for it. The only thing is like, me, myself, I don't see myself as an entertaining person. So it's really hard, because I'm thinking to myself, how can I make this entertaining? How can I make this fun? And then, of course, you have my friends that are just like, dude, just be yourself. Yeah, it's just intimidating, but it is great that you guys are enjoying it, and I'm having fun too. Also, let's kill a giant turtle. Oh, for a minute I thought I already won. I was like, what? There's no way. Because my target went off. Well, there's one turtle down out of 3. If I see another one, I'm gonna make turtle soup. I'm just gonna go up this hill, why not? But yeah, like, being entertaining for me, it's not, I don't think it's something that comes naturally. I struggle with, I guess, talking to myself. It was one of those things where I used to do it all the time as a kid, but then, you know, I was told, like, I was kind of trained out of it by my mom, because it's something that my dad would do, and now I just don't know how to have a conversation if somebody's not present, so it can be kind of daunting in a weird way, because I'm trying to think of, how would I explain this if someone was looking over my shoulder, you know? Oh, this is the good part. This is a good part. This is where we start getting into the juicy stuff. I'm not so familiar with the Ul'dah section, because every starting city has its own, like, story. I hope I get a good screen from this. I've come as agreed. Now, show me the crown. You'll have your precious crown once we've been duly compensated. Do you think me a fool? What assurance have I that you will honor your part of the agreement? Now, Owen. You're the least trustworthy man here. Not only was the crown stolen on your watch, but it looks to me as if you violated the terms of our exchange. Did we not say that you were to come alone? And given that you're not alone, what guarantee have we that there isn't a company of archers surrounding us even as we speak, ready to feather me and my men the moment they catch a glimpse of the crown? You have made a mock of our trust. The deal is off. Wait, here's your payment as promised. Aye, 'tis the real thing. 1,000 thanks to you, boy. You've succeeded where scores of thieves have failed. And now at long last we have it, the power to create an army of undying soldiers, the traitor's spurn. What's that? Huh? No, it can't be. What have I done? What is the traitor's spurn? Surely you must have wondered what it was that you were handing over. What it was that seemed as valuable to us as the crown seemed to you, or did you assume we were feeling charitable? Ah, but you must feel terrible, knowing that you've brought us the doom of Sildee. Worry not, boy. We'll grant you a quick death and spare you further ignominy. Ignominy. Whatever that word is. Listen, I can read, but I never said I was good at it. Why are these men half naked? I get it's the desert, but goodness. There are too many, Sam. Run while you still can. I will do my duty. It's your duty to serve the Sultana, lad, and you'll be doing it for a good while yet. Who is that? It's Papa Sean. Sultan Sworn, put these thieves to the sword and secure the crown. Epic music. Sultan Sworn, ha! No matter. Kill them all. Alright. Now we get some action. Okay, so I'm gonna go after these guys first. Fight for the Sultana, boy! Fight for Ul'dah! So, usually you want to go after these like little dudes. He'll say, with me, Sam! But I kind of already do that, so... You want to take out the little guys first, because Papa Sean's gonna hold off the big guy. And then you want to take out these other little guys, because then it'll free up more of the soldiers. He's gonna summon more. Yep. So we're just gonna go to the little ones. And they'll all be on me, and that's fine. Because they're weak. Big weak. Alright. And then there's more spellcasters. They'll be like, take out the spellcasters! A lot of the time in these missions, they will tell you what ones to go after. And they'll be like, oh, do this, take this person out because they're causing the most damage. Just make sure that you're paying attention to that, because you can fail a mission if you're not paying attention to the small guys, and then you get overwhelmed. Oh, and now he's summoned a Blanga. Is that a void scent? Oh, yes, yes it is. Taken out Blanga, and now we took out Jeribald. Master Papashan, but why? How? The general saw you sneak into the vault, Owen. He suspected something was afoot and ordered us to keep an eye on you. The Flame General, he ordered you to look after me? Master Papashan, more of them to the north. After them, Sultan sworn. They have the crown. This lot sought only to delay us. Let us speak again back in the city. Sure. But it's not over yet. The source of her strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. Ooh, spooky. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite thine enemies. Or mine enemies, thine enemies, same difference. Ooh. He's the big boy. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. Alright. Never mind me taking 80,000 screenshots. Let's defeat the masked mage. This part I actually was really excited when I first saw it. I was like, oh man. Soon you shall take your vile gifts to the grave, he says. But no, I seriously was really excited whenever this first happened. So, because I started with a Lancer, I originally was in Gridania. So, and when this happened, you're at some sacred tree or whatever. But yeah, I was like, oh man, this is cool. And this is back before, like, leveling was so easy, so, like, I was a little bit under-leveled, and so I was kind of struggling a bit. Oops, I stunned you. That sucks. Oops, I stunned you. That really sucks. Oh man, I interrupted you. That sucks. This guy probably hates me. I have literally stopped, like, 3 of his spells now. No mortal should possess such strength, he says, as I just keep slapping this man with my shield. Oh man. Oh, he's already down. I don't know why that tickled me so much. He's just like, how dare you? It's like, smack. I'll get you, smack. The wisdom of the paragons should be brought low by mere mortals. Hi, Thancred. Paragons. This is indeed a disturbing revelation. We had long suspected the involvement of the bringers of chaos, Ascians, to give them their true name. Yep, that's a dead man. But we could not be sure that they were responsible for the recent disturbances until now. As if the Sultanate needed any more enemies. Have we Sharlians crossed paths with Ascians before? Well, we certainly... Wait. I don't recall telling you about my homeland. Ah, yes, that's right. You're one of the gifted. You know, that marks the third time I found you in the midst of trouble. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a lodestone for it. Anyways, I'm glad I started following you around. Who knows what grand conspiracy you'll stumble upon next? I jest. Had I truly been watching your every move, I wouldn't have taken so long to intervene in your latest altercation. But all's well that end well. Our masked friend is no more, and while I very much doubt we've seen the last of his kind, his demise will likely grant us at least some respite. And on that note, I must away. Until next time, Sam. You just said I'm gifted, and you're not even going to explain anything. You're like, aha, you have a gift. But never mind, it's not important. The dead man dropped a crystal. Thancred, I found a rock. I found another rock, Thancred. Oh, I wasn't able to pick this one up, though. Alright, so now we have to return to the Heart of the Sworn, and you know what that means? Return crystal. Because I am lazy. Man, my allergies today. Alright, so we are heading to the Alchemist's Guild. And going in here. Everyone's waiting for you, adventurer. Well, I don't know. I don't like how that sounds. I'm shy. Does it surprise you to see me dressed so, Sam? I was once a Sultan Swarm, you know. Though it's been 15 years since I put down my sword and took up the role as station master. It is a capacity in which I am no less proud to serve, lest you doubt. Whenever Her Grace ventures outside the gates, I have the honor of protecting her person. Never before had I seen her so despondent as when the news of the crown's theft reached her ears. But thanks to your valiant efforts, she has returned to her former vibrant self. You have the gratitude of every Sultan Sworn, Sam. Well, I mean, that's nice.
Exalted vessel of Northal, guardian of Thanalan, 17th ascendant to the throne of Uldar, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ulnamo presides.
I forgot about that.
Long live Nanamo!
Long live
Glory
Nanamo.
to the
Glory
Sultana!
to the Sultana.
Forever may she
Forever
reign!
may she reign!
Look, it's Lady Lilira.
They regaled me with tales of a champion amongst champions, one whose tireless service to the crown merited the highest honor we might bestow. Never did it occur to me that it might be you. Bring it forth! Betokening our gratitude and esteem, I, Nanamo Ulnamo, Sultana of Uldar, confer upon you this gift. Rauban,
Your Grace,
see to it that our champion is my personal guest at the banquet.
as you command, Your Grace. If what they say is true, Uldar owes you a great debt. I am Rauban al-Din. With the consent of Her Grace, I oversee the affairs of the Sultanate. Brave souls are few and far between in these tides. I count my blessings when I find one. Her Grace invites you to join her at the coming banquet. I trust I will see you there.
An honor.
Indeed.
Come, hero.
Until then, for the sake of Her Grace and the glory of the Sultanate, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
Alright, so I got a ring. Okay. By the 12, Sam, for an adventurer to receive a personal invitation from Her Grace is unprecedented. Seats at these banquets are offered only to the most distinguished individuals. You'll be dining with some of the most influential people in Ul'dah. There are, of course, certain protocols that must be observed, but I am no authority on them. Fear not, however, Mistress Momodi has long been responsible for familiarizing foreign guests with our customs. Pray, return to the quicksand and speak with her. She will tell you all you need to know. Sure. But yeah, I'm not, like I was saying before, I'm not really familiar too much with Uldah's story. I kind of skip over it whenever I'm playing, like, on a new character or something, just because it essentially, I don't want to say it all follows the same thing, because really it doesn't, but, so you have 3 starting towns. You have Gridania, you have Limsa Luminsa, and you have Ul'dah. And the thing is like, every city, every grand city-state, has its own story. But then eventually it all converges into one story, so it doesn't stay, like, individual for long. So I kind of just skip the initial parts to get to the converging story most of the time if I'm on a new character. So I don't think I've ever really paid much attention to this story before, if I'm being honest. I mean, I know Luminsa's pretty well, and I know Gridania's pretty well, but I just don't know Uldah's very well. Welcome back, Sam, and congratulations on your invite to the big soiree. To be honest, I never imagined I'd be explaining these procedures to you. It's usually only foreign dignitaries who get to hear me prattle on and on about royal traditions. Any road, I know you're a busy woman, so I'll keep it short and sweet. In accordance with ancient custom, all guests to this banquet are required to wear a pair of ceremonial earrings, made specifically for the occasion. They're meant to symbolize... Actually, forget about that. This was meant to be the short version. Being of a design unique to the occasion, the earrings serve as a security measure. The Sultan Sworn won't let you near the hall without them. Your set should be ready and waiting for you at the Goldsmith Guild. Mistress Serendipity is expecting you, so you'll want to head down there now. Once you've got them, bring them back here and we'll continue. Okay. Sometimes I giggle to myself because I think about it whenever they're like, oh, I'll explain, and then they stop and they're like, never mind. They never follow through with these stories, and like part of me is like, okay, as a writer myself, like as someone that struggles with writing, was this their way of saying like, okay, we don't know how to tie this in, we don't know like what history we want to give this, so let's just say, oh, never mind, and just carry on. I should do that more with my books. Greetings, is there something I can help you with? Yeah, I want some earrings, please. Ah, Sam, your earrings are right here. I crafted them myself. I'll have you know, I think you'll be very pleased. In case Mistress Momodi didn't warn you, the box is locked, and I am not permitted to give you the key. It's a final safeguard, you see. Only designated individuals are authorized to distribute the earrings to guests. In this instance, the person in question is none other than Mistress Momodi. So you'll need to ask her to open the box on your behalf. Pardon the inconvenience, but the Sultan Sworn take Her Grace's safety very seriously. Okay. Alright, so now back to the quicksand, where the beer is cheap and the floors are always sticky. Listen, I know I'm playing on Zalera, but my main is a Balmung player, alright? I know what I'm talking about. For those that have played World of Warcraft, okay, if you are on the Moonguard server, if you have ever gone to Goldshire, the quicksand in Balmung that's the equivalent. So Balmung quicksand is the equivalent of Moonguard Goldshire. You're welcome. I'm glad we can trauma bond together. Oh gosh. Hey Momodi. Picked up your earrings yet, Sam? Yeah. And I've just probably made a bunch of people click off my video going, oh god, I can't. Let me just... Well, now it looks like the Guildmaster outdid herself with this pair. You'd best take good care of these earrings. If they fell into the wrong hands, gods only knows what might happen. Now then, I hope you're feeling sociable, Sam, because you're about to hobnob with Uldah's elite. Let me know when you're ready to head to the banquet. I don't want a hobnob. I don't want a hobnob. Alright, so we have to put on the earrings, and then, yeah. This is it, Sam, your big debut in Uldan High Society. The banquet is being held in the Fragrant Chamber. Head over to the Royal Promenade, and Bartholomew will show you in. Oh, but be sure to put on your earrings first, or he'll send you packing. Right, well, I reckon that's everything. Try not to let all the pomp and ceremony get to you. Just be yourself, and you'll be fine. Momodi, have you met me? I literally just said your floors are sticky. Maybe I'm not meant for high society, Momodi. Maybe that's just not my gig. Okay? Alright, so we're heading to the Chamber of Rule. Oh, and I gotta go around the big circle to get to the fancy banquet. Wearing my purple earrings. Showing up practically naked. Because this armor sucks. But my thighs are nice and airy. And I have my looks. I'm just scary, big, and hairy. Hi, Bartholomew. A banquet hosted by Her Grace, the Sultana, is due to begin shortly. Attendance is by invitation only. Please make way for arriving guests. I am a guest. We are honored to receive you, my lady. Please proceed inside. They gave me earrings, but they should have just given me a nice outfit, like, for real. Look at all the fancy stuff. Papa Sean looking all modest.
Hail the Sultana.
Whoa.
Your Grace.
Raubon? By right of the Royal House of Ulm, I, Nanamo, 17th of my line, have summoned you here. We are graced this day by the presence of a hero to Ul'dah and dear friend to the crown. Honored guests, I give you our champion. And with that, I bid you enjoy the feast.
But there's no food.
Not to spoil your appetite, but Ul'dah is hardly so bountiful as this meal would have you believe. While we gorge ourselves, children starve in the streets. Nor can Her Grace do aught to help them. She is thwarted at every turn by those on the Syndicate who derive their wealth from the workers' poverty. Beneath her mask of stately serenity, she is aghast at the plight of her subjects. But there will be no hope for the masses until the crown is restored to power. I am truly grateful for all you have done for Ul'dah, but there is so much more to do. That light, what is it?
Oh. My boob light? I don't know. Oh wait, yeah, the rock. My shiny rock.
So bright. Almost like by the 12. Tell me true. Have you been troubled by strange dreams of late? Visions of the crystal? Mayhap you put them down to an excess of ether?
Oh, you mean the ether sickness everybody keeps talking about?
Yes, you are like they were.
Ominous.
Allow me to explain. Before you came to Eorzea, there were others like you who fought the primals. Though they were not of this land, when the Guardian Empire threatened the realm, they helped bring together the three grand companies. And they stood with us at Cartano, that fateful day 5 years ago, the day we lost them. None who survived have forgotten the hero's sacrifice, nor would any man deny they fought alongside us. But the names of these heroes come not to our lips. The once familiar pages of their story are now blank to us. And in our mind's eye, their faces are naught but silhouettes amid a blinding glare. It is for this reason that we have come to call them the Warriors of Light. When I look at you, I cannot help but think of them, and of what you might achieve. You must protect that crystal at all costs. It is a gift from Heidelin, Mother of All, and one she gave to you for a reason. Yours is no ordinary tale. If I am right, the fate of the realm may yet hang upon your deeds. Only heroes and martyrs are fit to bear such a burden. Let us pray you are the former.
Oh, my headache's back. You know what's crazy is later on we don't really have these a lot. Red sky, Dalamud falling. The day at Cartano.
Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold. Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas.
I love Merlwyb, like, she is so gorgeous.
Bid them hold that position, though it cost them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
And he doesn't even try to hide. He's like, yep, I'm here, watching your every move.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
Oh, now he's gone. No, he's not. Huh.
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. Gods preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
Gods damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me! Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir!
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louis Soir. To your positions.
That I should live to behold Bahamut once more. Magnificent. The aeons of imprisonment have only made him hungrier. I am aware of them. Pay them no mind. They are powerless to act. It has begun. Soon the planet will regain its true form. How are you feeling, Sam? They said you fainted in the middle of one of the general's stories. I had to have you carried back to the hourglass. I reckon you made quite an impression on your fellow guests, though probably not the sort you intended. Are you sure you're getting enough rest, Sam? The life of an adventurer can be pretty taxing. Any road, I'm glad to see you're back to normal. No offense, but looking after you was getting a bit tiresome. Oh, before I forget, the General left a message for you. Said that when you're feeling up to it, you should come and see him at the Hall of Flames. Probably wants to finish the story he was telling you when you fell asleep. I love how caring Momodi is, but then she's like, yeah, I was getting tiresome, so wake your butt up. Tired of you. This is the inn room, though. So whenever you go to the inn room, the glamour dresser is where you will store all your different outfits if you want to change your glamour. There is a toy chest which has like some puzzles in it that you can do. You can log out by sleeping in the bed. The Unending Journey, you can watch any of the cutscenes that you have unlocked thus far. Summoning Bell is for your retainer. Crystal Bell is to change your hair and makeup. And the Orchestrion player is where you can play different like tracks that you've collected. So, just to give you a little room tour. Alright, so we are supposed to go to the Hall of the Flames. That was a long cutscene, but it was essentially just showing what happened at the Battle of Cartano. The three companies, it was showing you the rulers of the three companies, or essentially their leaders, and just how doomed the whole situation was. So, that's really all it's getting to. And it does seem like it was a very, very doomed situation, so... Hey, Raban. I've been waiting for you, Sam. I trust you're fully recovered. Good, because there's much work to be done. Work that I would have you do. I don't know, dude. I pass out like a lot. Like a lot. So I'm not sure. I like the achievement, stick him with a pointy end. Listen well, Sam. This will take some time to explain. Oh gosh. Oh no. Not a lot of explaining. I prepared these letters for my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. More letters to deliver. I am now a post-Moogle. 5 years ago, we looked on, powerless, as our brothers and sisters were taken from us at Cartano. First by the Garleans, and then by the thrice-damned Primal called forth by their treachery. Not a day goes by that I do not think of my fallen comrades. And the warriors of light, of whom no trace remained. The tragedies of the Calamity are not so easily forgotten, nor should they be. In remembering all that we've lost, we're reminded of what we still have. And so I mean to mark the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cartano with a memorial service honoring the fallen. It is my hope that my counterparts in the Alliance will agree to do the same. And I would have you bear my words to them as my personal envoy. Why not? Because your deeds mark you out as the nearest thing I have to a warrior of light. I can think of none more worthy of the role. The question is, will you accept it? Then it is agreed. You will journey to Gridania and Limsala Minsa as my official representative. Now that's a great many malms to travel, but I've neither the time nor the patience to wait around while you do it on foot. I hereby grant you permission to use the airship routes connecting the 3 city-states. This pass serves as proof of your privilege. Gone are the days when airship travel was available to all. The ever-present threat of Imperial attack has forced us to impose drastic restrictions out of concern for public safety. These passes are only granted when circumstance demands it, as in this case. Though there were others who insisted you be granted one regardless. Aye, Sam, I am not alone in seeing it. Your potential is plain. But I've said enough. In the name of the Sultana, I bid you go forth. See for yourself all the wonders of the realm for which the warriors of light risked all. Rise to your calling and fulfill your promise. And should your path be barred by man or beast, strike fast and true, for victory belongs to the bold. Now go, Sam, and heed the crystal's guidance should you ever lose your way. I like Raban. I actually do. I like him a lot. I like him as a character. I like his story. I like his demeanor. But now we gotta go talk to Momodi. Momodi! I like Momodi too. I like her personality. She would have to have a really spunky personality though to deal with certain things, you know. Hi, back from your meeting with Raban, aren't you? What did the big man have to say? I got an airship ticket. Is that a fact? Personal envoy of the Flame General himself. So you'll be bearing the great man's words to the leaders of the Alliance, will you? And by airship? Bugger me. That's an honor and a half, that is. But I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. I'm proud of you, Sam. I truly am. Now, I dare say Raban told you this, but not many people get to go on airships these days. In fact, most folk go to their graves having never once seen Eorzea from above. Poor buggers shuffle off to meet Thal, having never known the blues of Limsa Lominsa's shimmering seas or the myriad greens of leafy Gridania. But not you, Sam. You'll see those sights and more, and everywhere you go you'll find fascinating folk with fascinating tales to tell. The people you meet, the places you go, savor these experiences. For they are priceless, all of them. Saying that, it'd be remiss of me if I didn't remind you to be careful out there. Ul'dah ain't the only place beset by troubles, as you'll discover when you visit Limsa and Gridania. Truth be told, that might well be exactly what the General wants you to realize. I think he knows what kind of woman you are, Sam. And what kind's that, you ask? Why, the kind that can't resist sticking her nose in other people's business, of course. And don't you ever go change it. Safe travels, Sam. I'll see you when you get back. Okay, Momodi. My allergies today. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Alright, so now we get to go to the airship landing. And we'll see where our first destination is. Oh man, I remember getting on the airship like for the first time and I was so excited. I was so excited and I remember I took like a screenshot of it and oh, I don't know. I just was super excited. Greetings, madam. This is the reservation counter for passengers traveling to Limsa Lominsa. If I'm not mistaken, you are the Flame General's envoy, Sam Utari, yes? Highwind Skyways is at your service. Will you be flying with us today? Yee. This is really the only time you have to go to the gangplank, like the landing area. Because otherwise you don't really have to do it. And there it is. Airship. Attention all passengers. The airship bound for Limsa Lominsa is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. But yeah, I remember it was nighttime the first time I got on an airship. And yeah, I took so many screenshots. I was like, oh, we're doing the big stuff now. It's just fun to remember. Plus, when I see the airships, I think of Final Fantasy XII. Aww. They all came to see me off. Look at them waving. Oh, except for Thancred. Aww. When first we met beneath the Sultan tree, I sensed there was something unusual about her. I wonder if they will feel the same. Godspeed, Sam. Godspeed. If I'm right, they'll be singing your praises from here to the far reach before long. May you always walk in the light of the crystal. It's so cute! actually forgot there were cutscenes in between this cutscene. Oh boy.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great meat guard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worlds, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flash was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
So cool. So cool.
Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus' plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othar, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume?
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland, Soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
So now we have two enemies. We have the Asians and we have the Garleans. Alright, and now we are in Limsa. We are in Limsa Lominsa. And I always go the wrong way when I am here. And yet I never learn. Alright, so this is just the leave the landing area. She doesn't really say anything important. And then this person's going to ask us if we want to go up to the storm deck. The Admiral's been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the Crow's Lift. It is your earliest convenience. It'll take you to Bulwark Hall. Once you're there, pray speak with Zantail. He'll be pleased to show you up to the Admiral's command room on the bridge. So, we are going to go to Bulwark Hall, and we will be in Limsa. So this is Limsa Lominsa, a really cool place. It's actually, I think it's one of my favorite, like, cities. Main cities, just because of the people and just the look and the sound. But I'm also biased. I really like pirates and I like boats. Limsa is usually the type of place where people like to show off their fashion. So kind of like how the Quicksands is meant more for roleplay of the extreme sort, Limsa is more for showing off. And sometimes you'll find bands that play here, and there's just a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of cool things in Limsa. So anyways, that's where I'm going to end my video. But thank you guys so much. I've been having fun with this series. I look forward to playing more of it, of course. Thank you for your tips on my tankxiety. It's been nice knowing, you know, how normal it is. I feel like some people are just able to do it so easily, but not me. But yeah, if you want to talk about your favorite cities, go ahead and list them in the comment section down below. Like I said, if you're gonna give off any spoilers, just make sure that you're tagging it, just in case people haven't, you know, seen this or played this game before. But thank you guys so much for your continued support, and as always, I will see you all in the next video. Alright, ciao you guys!